All right, I got it going. All right, we're live. All right, we're live on Instagram. All right, what is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Don't let your friends use it either. It's Wednesday. What? Wait, you want me to read that? What? Yeah. I don't. All right. Joe's getting in here. Hold on. We're gonna get the illegal brother-in-law Joe in here, and we're talking about today. It's Wednesday. We're supposed to recap Raw and preview AEW Dynamite tonight. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right, Joe? That's what we're supposed to do, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Did you see what he had me put as the title of this live?
No. What something crazy?
It says recapping WWE Raw, previewing tonight's AEW Dynamite, $7 million scams, and peeing in the streets. What is all that?
$7 million scam.
Yeah, I mean that happens to people. Go ahead and just I mean, we may not get to that, but we could talk about the other thing. You want to talk about peeing in the streets? It wasn't me. Not me peeing in the streets.
Hey, look, I understand there are times that you gotta go. I get it. No, you gotta go.
No, man, it's not. If you gotta go, you gotta go. That's not how things work, Joe. I mean, sometimes you gotta go pee, and you should be peeing in the streets. Listen, how would you feel if you had kids in your neighborhood playing in a mud hole in your front yard and pissing in the curb lawn? I mean, I wouldn't feel great about it. Well, neither do I.
Okay.
And that's what I encountered.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the curb.
These kids were pissing in the streets, Joe. And I just don't think people should let their kids just go pissing in the streets.
Okay.
Not in this day and age.
I'll say this.
Can I talk about the fundraiser? We're raising money for the APL. I don't know that we should be talking about guys, we're trying to raise money for puppies and kitties and other little animal creatures. Terrible story in our part of Ohio. Some degenerate sack of crap knifed a dog in the face. And it's terrible, Joe. But he's been arrested. Hopefully he doesn't get to breathe oxygen much longer. I don't think we're supposed to say all that. You're talking about kids peeing in the street. Okay, you know what? Mark's right. Hopefully that dude doesn't get to live a long life. But also, people shouldn't let their kids just piss in the streets. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, I can't see why they do it on your street in like broad daylight.
And not only broad daylight, Joe, but every inch of my property is under surveillance. There's no part of my property that is not covered on a video camera.
So
everything.
So in the backyard by the street.
Backyard covered. Front yard covered. Driveway covered. Nothing can happen on my property that I don't have recorded.
Well, I would just say this: if you got the Ring app, you could post anonymous on the neighborhood, and
Your sister went to the house where the kids are from. Talked to them already.
Oh damn! Okay, never mind.
Tell Joe. Tell Joe what she did.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Are we talking about the nice, quiet voice or the deep, angry voice? Which one?
I'm gonna tell him. I'm telling him. All right. she did the whole good cop, bad cop.
Okay.
She went down to talk to him to let him know I'm going to talk to you so my husband doesn't come down here and talk to you. As if Jeremy's the tough guy of the house. That's funny. Good. I mean, that's a winner. It's great. I mean, we all know, Joe, it's your sister.
That's why I said
nobody is tougher than Mindy.
That's why I said which one did they get, the nice or the?
She fooled him. She gave him the whole, I'm a little blind girl, and my husband big and scary. And they have no idea that he is scared to death of her. He fears no man, but he will not anger his wife.
All I'm saying, if you read the book of, what was it? Who was it? What's that book? The Incredible Hulk and the Girl. Yeah, the girl.
I mean, literally, Joe. Yeah. But Jeremy has never backed down from multiple men. There have been situations where I've heard these stories of multiple people trying to intimidate him. He never takes a step backwards. Just straight G'd up.
Hey, you gotta look at this way.
But he is scared of her. I mean, it's funny. He should be here. He just. He loves her so much. He's so silly, Joe.
I can tell you this. Every man has that one woman they fear. Every man has that one woman they fear more than a guy. And whatever.
It's not fear. I just love my wife.
Oh, you're saying you're not scared?
I love her.
Look,
that's what's important here. Why are you guys making fun of me? Neither one of you two are married.
No. I'm going to say this. You don't fear her. You just fear her words. Her words are more dangerous than her action.
She hits really hard, too, for such a small girl.
I can't tell you on that part now. I tried to save you. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you nodding? How do you know?
I just, I've seen you cry, so.
Hey. We ain't going to talk about his emotions. We ain't going to talk about emotions.
Cry. She's hit me in the arm and I've had to rub it, but I didn't cry.
Oh, damn. That must be a good punch. That must be a good punch.
What is this $7 million scam? What is that?
Think of it like this, Mark. Think about them anonymous phone calls that be like saying, hey, Miss Jones, your grandson, Bobby Jones, and been arrested, and we are bailing him out, and all we need is for you to get like $5,000, but go to the store, get 5 Visa cards, put the money on it, and we'll get him out.
I don't understand. How would gift cards get someone out of jail?
Simple. The gift cards, this is what they do. So they would track the gift card. If they went paid in full to the police station, they would track it down and who got it out. But you do the gift cards, you take the money to the store, gift cards.
Right, Joe, but why would somebody think sending someone gift cards would get their grandson out of jail? Why would anybody think that would work?
Because
cops don't take gift cards, Joe.
But
if they did, if cops took gift cards, Stan would be a free man.
Older people believe anything, and it came from police officer. If their call ID popped up, EPD, they'll believe it.
I mean, but Joe, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You're a single guy.
Yeah.
If you had a text message from some woman somewhere saying, hey, how you doing? You should send me money in the form of gift cards, and I will send you $7 million.
See, for me, if you're not in my context, I ain't gonna believe a word you say. So I just swipe.
There's no way someone fell for that. I recently heard a story. This isn't someone I know. That's my aunt. I recently heard a story about someone who fell for that. I don't know how much. I heard a good sum of money was sent under the idea that they were somehow going to get $7 million in return. You got what was it your grandma would say about people? Got to be a little blessed in the head. Yeah. Got to be a little blessed in the head. What'd your grandpa say? Half a momo. It must be half a momo.
Well, it sounds like that person got caught in the pyramid scheme.
Now, it sounds like that person an idiot. You got to be a stupid person.
Yes, the pyramid scheme. That would do it.
I don't do too many PSAs. Maybe I do. But I got you all in nice and close. Listen. There's not a law enforcement agency on the face of the planet that's accepting a gift card to bail out your grandson. That's not how it works. Also, men of the world, I need you to listen to me. None of you bring anything to the table that a woman with the ability to pay $7 million for your companionship would give you $7 million for. Not one of us. Not one of us brings anything to the table that anyone would ever pay $7 million for.
I wouldn't believe it because I seen it happen. Doo-doo. I wouldn't fall for it. Like,
it's sad. It's kind of funny, but it's sad.
It's sad.
We got pissing in the streets out of the way. We got $7 million scams out of the way. This episode's taking a weird start. Please donate to Friendship APL. They need all the help they can get. They're also doing their Facebook page. They also have a 50-50 raffle going, but we're raising money for the Friendship APL. You can donate right on Instagram. All the money goes directly to them. Nothing through us. Any merch you buy from us, though, all the profits of that will go to the Friendship APL as well. With all that, Joe, again, no winner for When the Bell Tolls on Monday, so that game will continue. I can't remember the last time someone won our Monday game. But let's talk about Monday Night Raw, Joe.
Oh, yeah. I already know the main topic of Monday Night Raw.
What do you think the main topic is, Joe?
Zoe Starks and that leg.
See, so that's not my key takeaway. But I mean, that was a brutal injury, very brutal injury.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's 2 leg injuries inside of 3 years, right?
Yeah, that's the second one she had. Like I think both knees she had injury with. Yeah.
You think that's done? You think that's a wrap?
I don't think it's a wrap, but it all depends on what the doctors say. She did recently have surgery.
I've seen 2 different reports. I've seen torn ACL and broken leg, and I don't know which one's accurate. I thought it looked like an ACL situation.
I seen that she just had recent surgery on that knee, but I believe it broke. But I don't know. But with speed recovery, she might be out for good 6 or 7 months or so, but we'll see.
So that was your big takeaway from Raw, was that injury.
And then the next one, I would say, I'll give it to Logan Paul with the whole punch after Jey Uso again.
So my big takeaway from Raw was simply Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
He opened and he closed the show.
Mm-hmm.
Which led me to ask this question, Joe. I don't know if you've seen my post, but I asked this question out there. Could we see Logan Paul WWE World Heavyweight Champion by the end of the year? Well, I guess I should rephrase that here.
No.
We see it? Should we see it?
I'll say this. If Logan Paul be the champion, he's going to have to open up that availability, let family know I'm a champion. I'm going to miss my child's first teeth growing in and everything else like that. But hey, he's going to be the champion. So you got to take the sacrifice and just
Does
spend
he?
it.
Do you think he has? So Logan Paul was signed to WWE in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
WWE is a very different place in 2025 than it was in 2022.
Yeah.
There are no more house shows. Those are a thing of the past. There's no more on the road 300 days of the year. That's a thing of the past. If you're the champion on Raw, you work on Mondays. If you're the champion on SmackDown, for the most part, you work on Fridays. If you even work those days. Because all those days aren't necessary. All those days haven't happened for any champion. Even Gunther, when he was World Heavyweight Champion, he wasn't on every single Raw. So I asked this question immediately following Logan Paul opening and closing Monday Night Raw. This may come as a shocker. A lot of people don't want to see Logan Paul as World Heavyweight Champion.
I say not right now, but down the road he could be a champion. He good.
So a few days ago, an article came out in Bleacher Report that WWE has a growing Logan Paul problem. I want to touch on some of the sections they have inside of this article. So we're just going to have these conversations. We won't go through. I'm not going to go line by line and read an article. This is a story time with Jeremy and Joe. It's not that what this is. But the very first thing they said is limited in-ring arsenal is no longer impressive. On what planet does Logan Paul have a limited in-ring arsenal?
Okay, well, I'll say that he went from what's it called? Sling blade, whatever, from the jump rope with the flying elbow. He did no wait, my bad. He went from the brass knuckles punch, then the flying
Buckshot Lariat.
Buckshot Lariat. Now he got whatever that new move is called.
What is it? The pulverizer or something? Is that what he's calling it?
Something like that, yeah. And I like it. The pulverizer it's not difficult. It's sweet, but
dude, it looks cool.
It's cool. It's something his size that somebody could pull off. So it ain't a bad move, but
I think it's a fantastic move, man.
It's a good move. I ain't hating on it, but I see that.
I like Logan, man.
Yeah.
I think, look, he takes a lot of criticism from people about his matches because he spends a lot of time working on them. There's a lot of work put into it, a lot of time in the performance center, and it's gone over, and it's rehearsed, I guess. I've given him a little bit of shit because he just steals moves. Like his move set is Hangman Adam Page with some indie guys sprinkled in.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But he does it all very well.
Yeah.
He's safe. He's never hurt anyone.
Yeah. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I said Logan Paul started like Logan Paul, didn't like him in the beginning. But he's doing his thing. He doing everything right. He being a heel, being a jerk, doing what he does best. That's his character. And he's making it work good. And then in ring, how if you go back, what was it? He saved Rey Mysterio's life because Rey Mysterio slipped and almost
He caught him.
he caught him.
He handled the botch through the table with Ricochet well.
Mm-hmm.
He took the brunt of that and kept Ricochet safe.
Yeah.
He puts everybody down flat. And you know I'm a huge fan of that. I'm a huge fan of guys who can do good moves and not put their opponent at risk of being hurt. And he always controls the opponent well. So I think the criticism that he has a limited moveset is a reach to trying to give Logan Paul that criticism. Next criticism they said was that the United States Championship run was a bust.
I agree with that.
So let me ask you, why do you agree with that? What makes his United States Championship run a bust compared to anyone else's United States Championship run? Because I don't think that's a Logan Paul problem. I think that's a U.S. title problem.
I'll say it's because he had the belt. He made three, maybe 5 times he defended the belt, and he was barely on TV. He missed a lot of shows, but he had it for almost a year, close to a year. So yeah.
So
and I get why
he held it from November of 23 to August of 24. And he only defended it 2 times, losing it at SummerSlam to LA Knight. I thought he defended it more than that.
I thought at least 3 or 5.
But I don't know. I don't know that he ever should have held the U.S. title. It was good. It grabbed headlines, sure. But the U.S. title should be a title for someone who's going to be on the show every week. So they can do the U.S. title open challenge.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. I don't know. I just know they didn't need to give him that belt.
I say they just gave him the belt just to see how the fans would react with him having a title. And that would be like the first step, the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Now, if he goes on for some odd reason get the IC, that's saying something right there, but he has a major shot.
That's the more important, prove yourself title. That's the workhorse championship.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you, if to say Logan Paul's U.S. title run was a bust, then who's been a good recent U.S. champion?
A good recent U.S. champion.
Yeah.
Well, you could say LA Knight.
Extreme Fight World, yeah. They got an event coming up June 14th. Big show.
LA Knight did do a good run with it.
He didn't have it long. He won it at SummerSlam. And then when did he drop? When did he drop the U.S. title? He didn't have a long run. Okay, I don't think it's fair to compare a U.S. title run to an IC title run. Those titles aren't apples to apples.
Oh. Bobby Lashley had a good run with it when he was there.
Yes, and introducing the new title and have that be on Bobby Lashley. Lashley looked like $1 million as U.S. champion. Absolutely.
When MVP gave him the new belt, they took away the old, gave him that big eagle one. Yeah. Bobby Lashley had a good run with it. And then, I would say before that, Apollo Creed was okay with it. He was okay with that U.S. title. Apollo Creed was
good. Yeah, Apollo Creed was good.
But you want to go... Yeah.
hopefully Jacob Fatu gets a good U.S. title.
I think Jacob Fatu, I think he's going to defend that belt, hold on to it for a while. I think he might break Dean's record, 384, I think it is.
It'd be cool to see someone like do a long run as U.S. champion and make that title have some more value. Here's one thing I gotta say though: that title should really start main eventing SmackDown. Like, Cena's not gonna main event SmackDown. Let the U.S. title be the main event of SmackDown.
Yeah. Well, that's the only single title they got. Oh, well, the tag team doing it headline better than the U.S. title.
I'm a big fan of SmackDown opening with the tag matches because I think it really gets. They need something that gets that live crowd like up and moving, because as we've talked about, the SmackDown live crowd just they're so unengaged that it's distracting. It's not that something I rarely ever see is that the live crowd actually takes away from the TV product on SmackDown because they don't seem to care that they're at a great show. It's bizarre. It's so weird.
I look at it. This is what I see. I saw Raw, and I rewatched SmackDown just to get the feel comparison. What was different about it, and what I know is different is SmackDown and Raw. You do got top stars on there. They talk. They got more. That's a good word. Charisma in their promos than SmackDown do. And SmackDown, you basically relying on the Street Profits, Bloodline Point 2, and a couple women, the Tiffy and Naomi. That feud. That's mainly that feud about to start up. But that's mainly what SmackDown is right now. The women's, Bloodline Point 2, and the tag team.
Yeah.
And right now, when you watch it, it's certain people, I ain't gonna say names, but there's certain people the fans are interacting with more on SmackDown with. Like, for instance, the Carmelo and Aleister Black match. It was good.
KJ Orso, formerly Fuego del Sol, joined us live on Instagram.
It was good, but they were just like, But then when they saw the Miz helping out Carmelo Hayes, that's when the fans just started getting more into it, cheering. After that, just went, So it's like I said, SmackDown, when they do that draft, they got to get the right stars from Raw to SmackDown to get crowd more into it, because basically majority of the people there, I'm just going to say, majority of people on SmackDown only went because they believed Cena would be at the house show,
They bought tickets thinking Cena might show up and they want to see Cena. You mentioned the promos on SmackDown versus the promos on Raw. So one thing they said about Logan Paul is that his act is stale. And that his build-ups to all of his matches are repetitive and it's a stale act. Do you feel that way about Logan Paul? Do you think on the YouTuber influencer thing, do you think that's a stale act?
Nah. I look at it like this. If you want to, let's say, look at The Miz, but let's say Miz as an example. The Miz came in the bill in WWE as a reality star. Everybody put him as the reality star from MTV to real life. That's all from the past, when he started. The first 3 years, that's all they seen him as. Then when it got to ECW in the ring, that slowly faded away because they see that The Miz can actually wrestle. The Miz is actually a really good, safe wrestler.
Yeah.
And then when he moved on to Raw, everybody forgot about him being a reality star. everybody just kept hating on him because he became a really good heel on that microphone. And if you think about Logan Paul, he's kind of in that same scenario, but a YouTuber star turning into a professional wrestler.
So my thing with the builds to his matches and the character being stale, I agree with that in some ways, and I don't think it's a Logan Paul problem. I think it's a problem with his opponents. They go to the you're a YouTuber and all this stuff about Logan Paul as part of their promo to kind of like discredit him in ways. This may come as a shocker to you. I don't know Logan Paul as a YouTuber. I know he is, and Jake Paul is and were and was and was YouTubers. Mm-hmm. But I have no idea what they used to do on YouTube that made them famous.
Okay. The main thing
I know they got big with Vine and all that and doing goofies, but I never subscribed to them on YouTube until they were boxing and WWE. Like I never bothered to, and even now I don't really watch their shit ever. So I know that's how they got famous, but I don't know what the hell they were doing.
They got famous because they did like pranks. Most of the pranks they did, and then there's a hit song him and the brother made. I forgot the name of it, but if you watch it, it's like what they say. It's the most disliked video of all time on YouTube because it was that bad. I'm just saying.
So I think the issue really with the whole Logan Paul character in WWE is that they've not given any other ammunition for his opponents to drag him, because you can't say the guy can't wrestle. He's very good in the ring. None of them can say anything about the guy. And like Ric Flair's thing used to be, I'm rich, you're not. Well, there ain't a one of them who can say they have more money than Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther has a really good opportunity to tell a good story with Logan Paul. And it's that, and Gunther did a good job of laying the groundwork. And with Gunther laying this good groundwork, well, those of you who didn't see it and those of you who didn't read into it the way I did, Gunther told Logan Paul, WWE is an option for you. It's something you're doing now because you're having fun with it and you're good at it. But pro wrestling is everything to Gunther. If there's a desire to turn Gunther babyface, a Logan Paul feud is the way to go. And having Logan Paul be World Heavyweight Champion can make it happen. WWE has a heel problem right now. Much akin to the heel problem AEW had prior to everyone wanting John Moxley to lose.
Yeah, I did.
John Cena's a heel in theory, but he's not a heel in practice. Theoretically, he's a heel champion, but fans are buying tickets to see him, not to see him lose.
See him.
Heel champions, you pay money to see them get their ass kicked and lose the belt. That's exactly what Logan Paul would be. Logan Paul should beat Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event. Logan Paul should face a Gunther, and Gunther should transition into a heel, defending professional wrestling from people like Logan Paul. And then Logan Paul should beat Gunther And then that should be the program for the summer. Logan Paul versus the world on Monday Night Raw.
You know what would be better? I know this would be better. It's crazy mind of mine. All right, so let's just say this. I don't know the qualifications just yet. But what the best way to do it is have Logan Paul enter the Money in the Bank, qualify for it.
But he's already facing Jey. He's got the match with Jey.
I know, but think about it. Think of it like this. If he loses to Jey at Saturday, he gets the qualifier rematch for the Money in the Bank. They start the men's off first Saturday night. And then Jey and Gunther be the main event, the headlining match for once. And boom, Jey wins. Boom, cash in. Right there. Heel heat. That's what you need.
Man, it could work. I don't know. I think we should see Logan Paul be world champion this year for sure. I'm even okay with it happening as soon as Saturday. With all that, I mean, is there anything else you want to discuss from Monday Night Raw before we transition into previewing Dynamite? It's an okay show. There's nothing spectacular.
Nah. Oh. There's one thing. I'm going for my prediction. Well, I think they're gonna send Austin Theory to SmackDown and keep Grayson Waller on Raw, and Grayson Waller is going to be in. Well, if it does happen, the Paul Heyman group.
I think he's the wrong one. Austin Theory should be the one to join Heyman.
Nah, that crowd was cheering Austin Theory more than anything, and
which is exactly why you go the opposite way.
They're trying to build him up to be the next Cena and Austin Theory. They cheered him. He wasn't even doing that. He was just standing out there cheering, and the crowd was more in to Austin Theory than the entire match between him and Sheamus.
Yeah. I mean, the crowd liked Theory. I mean, he was laughing at Waller losing.
Mm-hmm.
G Street, Tony meant nobody won for when the bell tolls. We still have no winner. Joe missed by a minute. The other player missed by seconds. So we will be playing again. It's been a long time since there's been a winner. It's been a long time. It's every Monday. Tune in every Monday live on Instagram. We will play for when the bell tolls. And see, man, eventually somebody's gonna get some stickers and some shit. We'll see what gets sent to somebody. Somebody's gonna win something.
Eventually, we shall see.
We shall see. Jey Uso beating Braun Breaker by DQ was, good match. And Logan Paul being involved in the opening and the closing was kind of a good way to bookend Raw. But I don't know. Why book that match to do that? I don't know. I mean, you're building multiple stories here because Seth and Logan have history. Gunther cares about the sport of pro wrestling. So you have a lot of avenues they can go into on Monday Night Raw right now in the world title scene, which is a great problem to have.
Or at Money in the Bank, it's going to be a fatal four-way.
Could be.
Yeah, fatal four-way. Jey versus Gunther versus Logan versus Seth. Or if Seth want to be nice and give it the breaker. But I think Seth's going to take it.
I would have to agree. Tonight, Dynamite.
All right.
MJF official contract signing into the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
G Street says, or maybe Logan Paul joins Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. Logan Paul would be a good addition into that group. The problem is him and Seth Rollins have such deep hatred that goes back, that you have good long-term storytelling in that feud, that I think that would be a misstep. It'd be fun, but the long-term story is better.
But the enemy is my friend.
Very true. MJF, does he sign that contract tonight, Joe?
I say he signs it, but I don't think he's going to last that long in that group. I don't think he's going to last. And I'm not even saying that in a bad way. It's just not for him.
Is it because he's white? Are you saying he can't be in the Hurt Syndicate because he's white? Is that what you're saying? Because it sounds like that's what you're saying.
I said nothing along that scenario. No.
It sounds like you're saying MJF can't be in the Hurt Syndicate because he's white. Oh man!
All I'm saying,
Look,
MJF can't be in the Hurt Syndicate.
Have you seen the meme going around of the white dude looking like MJF getting all lined up and shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw it.
Another PSA. Let's bring this shit in. I gotta call this one out. So we gotta get it closer. White dudes. I don't know how many of you need to hear this. Stop going to black barbers. Just stop. Stop getting lined up. Stop getting your shit all faded and you're getting your beard faded to go the opposite of fade with your haircut that you got lined up. Stop. That's not for us.
Hey.
It looks dumb as hell, man. It looks so. It's the corniest shit. See Lexus King.
I've seen a couple white dudes at my barbershop. I ain't hating on them. They be there. They be getting lined up and nothing.
I hope they're tipping the barber well.
They do.
But white dudes need to understand something. This is crucial. Just be a white dude. Nothing can make a white dude cornier than trying to be cool. Just stop.
Nah, okay, but anyway, I'm not saying because he's white. I'm not saying
you're saying it because he's white. He sticks out like a green hat with an orange bill on that group.
I'm just saying.
I see the white.
But I'm just saying. I think they're going to just plot it out, and Cedric stops the contract, and Cedric signs it.
That'd be a good swerve on us. I think the good work would be bring him into the group and let nothing happen for a long time. Just let the group work. Let those four be reminiscent of the Horsemen and just let it run. Because it shouldn't work because of the optics. But MVP himself said the Hurt business was never supposed to be about race. Fans and Vince made it be about race. And it was always supposed to be about one color. And you know what that color was? Green. That's it. But everybody wants to tear up the green like it don't matter. And I'm here to tell you that green matters.
That just hurt my heart. Y'all seen that $100 bill ripped. I feel for everybody watching it.
Take all them $100 bills and go buy you some XRP.
Like I said, I bought 2 more today.
500 more. Build generational wealth. Buy what politicians are buying.
Yeah.
Shout out to Autopilot. Helping people buy stock like Nancy Pelosi. But I say they let the Hurt Syndicate run, man. What else do we got tonight on Dynamite? We got Will Ospreay and Hangman Page face to face.
I'm still saying my gut. Hangman should win. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hangman should win. We have to get to a point where an end to Jon Moxley's reign is feasible, and Hangman needs to be the guy. And what better stage than All In, big pay-per-view? We almost get Mox to a year being champ. I know that Will Ospreay said that this year's All In, he would be the guy to main event, blah, blah. Sorry, he shouldn't get it. It should not be Will Ospreay. It should be Hangman Adam Page. I don't know where you go with Hangman as champion, though. Because I really wanted to see heel Hangman as world champion, not babyface Hangman. And I don't think he's heel Hangman anymore.
Oh no, he's still gonna dress like that. What he's doing, but I
Look,
think
man, Hangman as a heel, opposite of Swerve, that Hangman was gritty.
Mm-hmm.
That Hangman would be a great world champion. As a babyface, I don't know.
But I'll say Hangman. Okay, I'll put it this way. The first Hangman, when he came out in that little gray little cowboy outfit, okay, that was like the little stepping stone for building up his character. Now where he is right now, wearing all black, no heavy cowboy boots, no nothing. This one fits him perfectly. And this is the one he should stay with, but he should.
It's so Magnum TA-esque.
Yeah. The beard, you gotta get the beard back. I say the beard, need to get rid of the beard, the mustache.
I don't know, man. He looks so much like Magnum TA. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Here's my thing: is that I do think Hangman should beat Will Ospreay. I do think Hangman should go on to face Jon Moxley at All In, and I do think Hangman Adam Page should beat Jon Moxley at All In to become the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know what you do after that. Because in the process of making Mox the best heel champion in recent memory, dude, and I got drugged for saying that. Just got to put that out there. I'm sorry. Everyone wants to see him lose. That's the point of a heel champion. You ain't got to agree with me because it's okay that you're wrong. What makes a heel champion fantastic is everyone wants to see them lose and everyone wants to see Mox lose. And I said that he's made so many people on his run with the title, including Samoa Joe. I didn't mean he made Joe a star. I meant he made Joe a babyface. Because Samoa Joe has been a heel in AEW since prior to becoming AEW World Champion. Now Samoa Joe is back to being a babyface. So is Hangman Page. So is Swerve Strickland. Just keep running the list. AEW almost now has too many baby faces where they didn't have any. Anyone could go against Mox right now and be seen as a babyface.
Well, I say this. If you feel Hangman is a babyface right now, I'll say at the pay-per-view, he gonna low blow Hangman, Will Ospreay, or do something as a heel to win that tournament, just so he can still have that heel persona going on to face Moxley, and you got your bad heel versus your babyface heel, and everybody would choose the babyface heel.
I don't think Hangman should low blow Will Ospreay. I think Swerve Strickland should help Hangman win. Because then we get Swerve versus Will Ospreay program. But Swerve doesn't have to help Hangman win on purpose. We could leave a little bit of that whole Swerve said you'll never be world champion as long as I'm breathing. They both said that to each other. So he could try and cost Hangman and inadvertently help him win. But the next program for Will Ospreay after Hangman should be Swerve Strickland. Hangman versus Swerve at All In would be fantastic. Marquee program for Swerve, marquee program for Will Ospreay. Keeps them both in the forefront. Both can easily transition back into the main event picture after Hangman wins. Because when Hangman gets the title, then he has two adversaries waiting. And Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland. Now, you give me Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page in a world title program? Come on. You just booked them for 7 months straight. Main event everything. Watch that every week. We also have Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter face-to-face. So if anyone needs to go take a shit in the middle of the evening, that'd be your perfect opportunity because nobody cares.
That'll probably be your opening match.
Well, they're gonna be talking, Joe.
Oh, they talk. Oh.
Yeah, this is their face-to-face ahead of their Double or Nothing match. The Mercedes Moné promo.
9:15, y'all. Be careful. Watch 9:15.
Don't start the show with that because people aren't gonna keep watching.
It'll be 9:15 for that then.
Yeah, that might be a good thing to put. There's not put on the program. Like if you want to end the show early, have that main event like you did with Collision. Then we have All-Star Trios match. Oh. AEW is getting criticism for the All-Stars Trios matches leading up to their pay-per-view. They're fun.
They're fun.
So you got Mox and the Bucks versus Samoa Joe, Will Hobbs, and Swerve Strickland. I ask you this question, Joe.
Okay.
WWE gets a lot of criticism that no black stars are getting a push. And I see a meme that said everyone's mad that no black wrestlers are getting pushed in WWE, but that's because we got a bunch of Samoans cosplaying like black people. Is this another situation of that with Samoa Joe teaming up with Swerve Strickland and Will Hobbs?
Yeah. You know what?
And do you feel that way? Do you feel like the Samoans in WWE are cosplaying as black people?
I'll say this. I truly did believe The Rock was black back in high school because he did feel like because they did say he was the African American.
It was the 90s.
It was 90s.
It was the 90s.
Yeah,
you had a couple options. You were either white, you were some type of brown, or you were black. Yeah. You were either white, you were getting labeled Mexican, or you were black. It was the 90s. Nothing else happening.
Yeah.
No one was trying to figure out what level Eastern European you were, what island your family, and no one was doing that.
Yeah. But then I would say you went the Nation, Domination, Rock when he went solo. Then after Rock, the next was probably be Mark Henry, Bobby Lashley. Then you got Kofi, but Kofi was like your mid-car. But if you want to go, you do Nation.
Are the Samoans
Rock.
cosplaying? Do you think the Samoans are cosplaying as black people?
No. They're coming out, letting them know they are Samoan Dynasty. So I would say
I thought it was a crazy take. I thought it was a crazy. I'm like, huh? I never really thought that's what was happening here, but
yeah. But
that's WWE's DEI program. You know, we're checking boxes. It may not be the right box, or we're just gonna check boxes frantically and just say we're covering our bases here. I don't know.
But yeah, they really they have a good star. I say this. If it wasn't for Shelton Mike skills back in the day, he could have been the champion. because he had everything. It was just the mic skills.
I think the issue for Shelton with the mic skills was just nobody just let him talk.
Yeah.
I think when the time comes, AEW is just gonna let Shelton just talk, and I think it'll be just fine. I hope he gets to be AEW World Champion someday.
I'll say that'd be the only thing. If he becomes the AEW champion, I wouldn't be mad if he held it for like 45 days. I wouldn't even be mad. He had it. He had his very first world title.
Yeah, it's got to happen, right? They got to do it. With that match, I guess there's also Julia Hart has a match. Not important. With that trios match, man, you think there's gonna be any surprises on Dynamite tonight? We got the Bucks and Mox as a team.
Mm-hmm. I said your boy Gabe Kidd probably helps him out.
As I say, do you think Gabe Kidd shows up? I mean, interview just came out where Gabe Kidd just drug AEW, and every wrestler just talked mad shit, and it was fantastic. But I don't know when it was actually recorded. But it was Gabe Kidd being Gabe Kidd, and if you don't know Gabe Kidd, just go to YouTube and search Gabe Kidd. He's great in the ring, but man, he's better on a mic.
Oh, yeah.
I hope AEW signs him.
You don't know where he's at. I think they might. They probably is gonna sign him. If he could be there temporarily until the negotiation comes down. But
he could work out one hell of a situation for himself. I mean, Kevin Knight, 2-contract Kevin Knight, signed with AEW, signed with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Tashida is signed with AEW, New Japan, and DDT. He's got 3 contracts.
I didn't know he was DDT.
He's got 3 contracts. He's getting paid by 3 wrestling promotions. That's a hell of a situation. 3 paychecks doing the same job.
And the best part about it, one giving them benefits.
Right? I don't know, man. I think AEW is going to win the bidding war for Gabe Kidd. Because I don't think WWE will use him correctly. Not a chance. Not until after AEW's had him and they just bring him in and do the exact same thing AEW did with him, like they're doing with Ricky Starks and Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's the big NXT program they're going to run.
Oh boy!
I've seen that. I used to watch AEW Dark Elevation on YouTube. I've seen Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks. It wasn't good then. It ain't gonna be good now.
No.
All right, it was okay then. I'm being too critical.
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was okay.
I mean, that's really all we got for Dynamite. We got Saturday night's main event coming up later this week. Maybe we'll get together on Saturday. We'll talk about that.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Sunday, y'all, because I got invited to a cookout. So I keep posted. Yeah, I keep posted.
We'll figure it out. With that, Joe, that's all I got for our midweek message. I thought Raw was okay. I got high hopes for Dynamite. I want to see MJF and her syndicate work for a while. I do like your idea, though.
Thank you.
I do like that.
I can say this one thing before we go, y'all. Just from my experience, y'all. So, even though it's the year to your birthday and renew your tags and everything, right?
That says Joe Silly.
Yeah.
That says Joe Silly.
I know it says Joe Silly. Get out of here.
No!
Yeah. I forgot to do the number one thing in the world. I forgot to renew my license. I thought it was next year.
How'd you forget to renew your license?
Because I thought it was next year. So I'm looking at it like then when I went to go do everything, said, oh, yeah, like yesterday, I was just renewing stuff and then said, your tags are expired. I'm like, my license are expired. Like, because I paid for the tag, everything in advance. I was not thinking about the license.
So there's Joe's PSA for the day. Check to see when your driver's license expires.
Yes, y'all. Because I got the alert for the tag being registered. I wouldn't think about my license, y'all.
Gotta love it, man. All right, thank you everyone for checking us out live on Instagram. If you're checking us out on YouTube or Spotify, that's great. It means I remember to upload it, which is pretty fantastic. You should follow us on Instagram. I don't always remember to do that, and you can't participate in the live chat if you're not with us live on Instagram. Shout out to Fuego del Sol for joining us. That was awesome. And we'll be back later on this week or weekend. We'll figure it out. Follow us on Instagram. You'll know when we go live. Until then, keep moving forward. Keep your shoulders off the mat. We're out.